All right, here we are. If you can believe it, the 27th of May. It's using the Gilded Tarot Royale. This is Tarot My Love, as you probably know. Thank you for joining me. It's David. I'm going to do the Morning Quickies here on the beach here in the beach club. It's quiet. Doesn't seem to be many people here. It's kind of a resort. So I'm hoping we have some quiet. Otherwise, they're going to wander by me like, what the hell is he doing? Talking to himself over there. That's okay. I'm used to people staring at me as I talk to myself. Aries, we're starting with you. You always get to me putting myself together still. It's kind of late for me. I was late to work, Aries. Didn't make it till like 7 or something, yeah. Thank God, I don't have a boss. Just, let's see, 27th. Okay, very mature. May, looking at June. June is up for you guys, by the way. Your singles reading, 4 pillars and the heart spread. If you have someone on your mind, it's up. See, let's see what we got for today. You're coming in with the King of Pentacles, Aries. Okay, that's you. Confident, stable, mature. If you're not mature, you're acting maybe more mature than usual, particularly around relationships. I think this here usually is something about from the past over time, because that's what's kind of maturity. A king having earned with the pentacles, earned um, self-respect, self-worth, earned value. So kind of karmic too, Saturn. Um, Sitting in your power, someone that's really standing in their power, on your throne. Now this is what's crossing you. What's your block here? Wow. So the Six of Swords, huh? King. Hmm. Well, it is a Virgo card too, and um, it can be with the Six of Swords crossing. I think kind of being stuck, maybe being stable, but it could also refer to some single energy where you're just doing you kind of energy. And with the Six of Swords is reversed, so it's not moving away. And remembering that swords are thoughts, it particularly then becomes that going around in your head about what in your thoughts in the sixth house, Virgo, going around your head. Thoughts, Virgo card, could speak to something going on in your chart here, because this is you, kind of your energy now. It's advice from Spirit here. You need to heal. You need to move away and heal. Wow. But you're not. You're not. You're kind of um, it's funny because I have a hard time seeing the King of Pentacles. It's like you're staying into something that you really should move away from. I think you know what I'm talking about. Mm. I never had kids. I'm sorry. It could be like a classic energy of you're staying for the kids, being strong for the kids. You're being strong for someone else. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they're vulnerable. Maybe you can't move away. Dependent upon you in some way, and maybe you are a solid person and reliable, and that's why the Six Swords is reversed. Your advice might be to move away and heal. Now, if you can't move away and heal, Aries, then you gotta heal. Heal in place. There you go. Sagittarius card's a good card for you. Optimism. Jupiter's in Pisces, dipping into Pisces, bringing all kind of crazy, good, positive energy. This Jupiter, crazy, good, positive energy coming your way. And, maybe that's what I get for you. Heal in place. Don't wait. Where do we get this idea anyway? I got it too. It's like you have to be alone to grow, and you have to be alone to heal. And no, well, I don't think. But thank you guys. Taurus, 27th of May. What the fuck? Wow. Uh, Special on the beach edition here. This is your Morning Quickies. Get an idea where we're at in terms of love and relationship for our Taurus friends. We're asking Spirit here in the name of light and love. And this is you showing up. Whoa, I love it with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're getting it. I like that for a Sagittarius card too. I mean, you're kind of going up at that angle. They're going a distance here. Such an interesting, that pastoral scene. Um, and traditionally, they say, long distance communication, a lot of action, a lot of passion, passionate interest into something. You're feeling drawn to it, on fire for someone. Now, this is, remember, in your crossing. Okay, so this isn't really good here in terms of a harmonious type of energy. Because now you have basically Six Cups reversed. So, Taurus, you want to go towards this, but maybe the worst case scenario with this card is you're going towards an illusion, you're going towards the good old days gone by, some nostalgic mirage, emotional mirage that will vanish the closer you get to it, that would literally vanish perhaps when the romance phase is over or even sooner. Now, the Eight of Wands, I do love it, but boy, it's moving fast. So, um, let's see. This is your advice from Spirit. Wow. So, yeah, look, Six of Cups, and now comes in Six of Pentacles. So, this is the advice from Spirit. This is really kind of amazing. Is exactly to what I was saying. Bring balance, and not just balance, but if you're going to go off half cock, fine. I mean, go. I mean, like say, love it. What's love for? But do it in a way that make sure you know what you're doing. You're not emotionally like chasing a phantom or projecting an anima or animus onto your partner. And this is that check, that fact check. This is could be too with the Six of Pentacles to super simplify. You have good friends that you love and trust and respect their opinion. You sit down and tell them, hey, really, talk to me, boo. Deep, deep, real, real, get real. What do I need to do to bring some balance to this situation? Because we'll see here, but not saying don't do it, but it's almost like too, like you're adjusting your aim. And this also could be a manifestor card. Come to think of it, you're manifesting in that you're really reaching out, trying to get someone in love and passionately get to them and communicate with them, be with them, just take action here. So, kind of adjusting your aim here with the Six of Pentacles. And wow. Now, uh, won't say what I usually do about this card, but so Page of Swords here. And you got to at least see that it's a very determined page, assertive page of swords. I'm going to clarify it, but I think that when you make this adjustment in your intention, let's call it, or your interaction, or your arrow that you fling at this person, um, I think they don't like it. I think they'll give you some kind of pushback. Like they like the old you that was all in and completely giddy with love, maybe. Yeah, let's see. The Hierophants. Wow. And they want. I think this is them. They want a marriage. And I think they want it real fast. And it's almost like it's very weird because leave me a comment if somebody. Maybe it's kind of specific. I'll go specific. It goes there, but this is someone that demands like a marriage very fast after meeting. And so this is you. Your advice is to check it before you wreck it. Really. It's like your advice from the universe is to really weigh things out, think things through very carefully. And this is completely different from this. This is lost in the la la land stuff. You don't want to be in la la land because look at here. uh, so I don't know how you feel about that. And it's not a cup. It'd be one thing if it was the Ace of Cups in the Hierophant. It would be him on his knees, the person offering marriage. But here it's like demanding marriage. So I don't know. Very strange. Taurus, I don't get a good energy off of it. But thank you guys for joining me on the 26th of May, 27th. I mean. Wow, almost the end of the month, man. Almost June. June readings are out. Taurus, your June reading is up. Today we're going to do Leo and Virgo. And Wednesday's always Leo and Virgo day, I should say, as we go into Gemini here. Gemini, yours is up. Today we're going to do your morning quickie for the 27th of May here. Special kind of on the beach edition. This is you, Gemini. Very nice, showing up as the Nine of Cups. Uh, and that, to me, that's kind of like, you know, my prejudice of Gemini. You know, I'm a Sagittarius, Gemini 10th house, very significant for me right now. Uh, but because a lot of Geminis, they're happy. If they're not, Geminis don't like to sit like in any kind of unhappiness, so they'll get up and move around, and they're social, and this that energy of being self-fulfilled and happy with your life, with the way things are going, really comfortable in your own skin. That's why I say it's such a great energy to have, in terms of a relationship. It's bringing yourself to a relationship fully and in a way that's happy, and you're self-fulfilled. You're not needing someone. um, and usually when you're in Nine of Cups energy, you're particularly attractive. It's like having some kind of transit to your first house, or Venus there or something. Okay, so challenging you, Six of Wands. Now that's very interesting because this is like a reversal. So your challenge is, I think that someone, I think you can kind of see them looking at you on their high horse. Think of it like that. You're younger, maybe you never heard that one, but they're sitting on their high horse, you could say, see, and kind of looking at you. And I think like you may be having success, Gemini, in some sense, and particularly maybe social success, or maybe you're well liked and you're happy and get along. And there's a person like in your crowd here who he or she might pretend to be your person or to kind of be, but they're kind of like against you. I do that kind of thing in the reading, but yeah, it's like there you go. Yeah, it's a kind of social dynamic, and with the reverse Six of Wands, it's very weird. There may be someone that particularly you should even it should be so palpable, like you could just tell they really want attention and like glory, and they want the parade, and they look at me, and maybe you get that just naturally by being you. When you speak, people are like, "Hey, Gemini," and they're laughing and engaging with you, and so this would be that person in your group that, if you can't figure out who it is, it's the one probably that hangs back a lot and that kind of thing, guys. Now this is your advice, Justice, huh? Wow. I'm gonna go kind of simple with this. That your advice from spirits, maybe this person needs to be called out, and there's going to be a reason for that. I mean, maybe they could cause you harm over time, um, if unchecked here, because this is advice for justice. If the universe is telling you need justice, it's telling you for your own good you need justice here. I'm not looking at this yet. You are. So um, this could be your person, your husband, your wife, and they're just sort of jealous of you, and how maybe they're kind of depressed and have low self-esteem, and they're not feeling good about themselves. Could be a thing they're going through, and you're on an upswing and you're feeling good, and either way, this has to come into balance here, right? If you're going to have a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, it's that way. Otherwise, it's this person in your crowd that doesn't have your best interest at heart. We'll take it reverse. So we've got the Empress reversed here as the outcome. And I could take that for you confronting this person, because normally the Empress, maybe the way she'd handle it at all is like she just would like someone like that. It would be beneath her dignity, to even acknowledge their existence. To be, what does an Empress care if somebody in the crowd doesn't like them? But in reverse, it's maybe exactly that you do have to. It could be a matter of reputation. I gotta say, reputation. This person. So if it's that person in the crowd, I mean, you know, if it's a relationship, um, the same kind of thing. It's just with your person instead of, you know, your lover, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Thank you, guys. We're going to go with Cancer now for the 27th of May. Can you believe it, Cancers? A special on the beach edition, and doing the morning quickies here. Going through the deck as usual. hmm I think now I can do the 4 card spread and bring it in just under an hour, which I really need to do for technical reasons for now. Five of Swords is you. In the round relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. Um, and we're back to the Five of Swords in the Gilded Tarot deck here. And it's a serious argument, something that stings. So could have been in a daily reading. It just happened last night or something, with your partner. Let's see what's crossing you, what the problem is. The Two of Pentacles. So there was this big argument, and the problem is things are not balanced, for you in the relationship. And maybe you're trying to, that's what the argument, in some way, you're trying to establish what you feel is a balance. And with an argument like this, I think it was pretty heated because really whatever it was about, I would call it like an existential threat. Like Pluto is poorly aspected in synastry, and somehow the way the interaction is going in the relationship, you begin to feel in some way, and it can be very confusing because it's not your normal way to feel with a loved one, almost as if you're threatened. I'm not talking about they do anything, like, no, it's not like a Hallmark fucking movie. But you just have some kind of feeling. Could be Black Moon Lilith is there. Black Moon Lilith's on your moon, and they just can have that energy. And so I think that's what this fight's really about. You're really feel knocked off balance in the relationship, and it's just kind of almost this kind of instinctual thing to get yourself back on balance. And the Seven of Cups, yeah. Now this is your advice from Spirit here. And I think with the Seven of Cups, I'm going to go with the same thing I was just saying, but it's saying you need to have some kind of emotional clarity, because this can be being confused, being kind of overwhelmed. It's not so much that it's too many choices. It's just there's no clear choice. It's going from I could do this to maybe this, and this feels right. No, that doesn't. Maybe over here, and so it shows me a pretty bad fight here, guys. You're really knocked off balance. You're having this emotional confusion. With the Five of Swords, I hate to go here, but it can be very vicious fighting here. But this is your outcome, the Ten of Cups. It's like this is why you want to make this work. Maybe it's an ongoing relationship that you're already in, a marriage or long-term committed relationship. We're going to have to clarify here. So we know where this is going. It's like with the Ten of Cups, it's like no matter what, even though you're confused, even though you're knocked off balance, even though you're having this horrendous fight, probably more than one, there's this issue going on we're trying to get to the bottom of. Your heart's with this person, and your heart's in this relationship, Cancer, and this is where you're going with it. And you're going to do work on it. And I think this implies that you do the work on it. There's something more that you got to do than them. And look, it goes with the Two of Pentacles. So the way to get this balance is, I hate to say it's that class thing, work on yourself, but it's in establishing something solid in yourself. Work on something really solid. like pick something and just sort of go for it. It has to do just with you and yourself, maybe literally has to do even with your work. It may not even have to do with the relationship. Um, just to get clarity, because you're hanging in here, um, and you astrology could help. Let me know. If you look back at some old trends, if you've been together for a while, you might get an idea what's going on from that. More guidance. So let me know, Cancer. And your June reading's up, so check that out. See if that has any relevance here, guys. Thank you. Leo, it's the 27th here of May. We're doing the Morning Quickies on the Beach edition. There's a sip of coffee. And today, excuse me, Leos, we will have up your the heart spread for if you have someone on your mind, and your singles reading if you consider yourself super single, totally single. And that's a look for your soulmate reading. Right now, we're doing the Morning Quickies for the 27th. And this is the Ten of Wands. This is you, where you're at in and around relationships here. And, you basically would be saying to yourself or to anyone who might listen, I've had it, I can't do anymore, I've done everything I could do. You could be thrown in there the no matter what I do, it doesn't work. No matter what I do, it's not enough. Mm. So, kind of like that energy too. You're just kind of. I think it's when I see Ten of Wands here, it's like you're pulling the whole relationship. Guy, this is my specialty. Um, it's almost like you're having a relationship with yourself when you do this, and it's weird because you can make the relationship work for a while, but god damn it wears you out, you know. And this is what's crossing you. So it's Four of Wands in reverse. It's in Four of Wands in reverse. I think it could be. I'm feeling really kind of bad. It's weird. Interesting. So, Four of Wands in reverse, someone I think deconstructing, because I see it, Wands as actions. You have a lot of Wands here. Anger, passion, frustration. And in reverse, someone could be actively deconstructing a long-term committed relationship or a marriage, because this is normally the building of a long-term committed relationship or a marriage. But here in the challenge position, it's the deconstructing of. So it's even worse than the Ten of Wands. It's like not only are you doing everything, they're actually doing everything they can, almost in your mind, certainly, to actively make things worse. You know, not only not helping, but actually making it worse, right? And this is your advice from Spirit, which is always very good advice. And to seek your, I think this is about seeking your cup, claiming your cup. Um, I see it like an exclamation point. Um, it's like a spirit is saying here, but what about love? What about love? Because if they're resonating with this, think about it, this is not love. I don't know. This is like some kind of slavery and abuse, maybe. There could be passion in there too, but it's like, but what about the love? Where's the love in this? Real love, real love. Deep, warm, accepting love, emotional. Where's the emotions? The outcome. Well, well, Leo's June reading is up. I have a feeling there'll be something there for you. Probably in the heart spread, because you're dealing with someone here. Um, but the outcome's uncertain here. Um, Three of Cups. Okay. So it's worse than I thought. Not only are you doing everything, and they're actively deconstructing what you do. It's like they're going behind you and undoing what you do. Um, they're having an affair. I mean, really, straight up. And maybe that's what you don't see, because the moon is something you don't see. It's because you don't see it because you don't want to see it. Classic thing, been there, done that. That you don't want to see is that. So, uh, like I say, Leo, check out the. You're up always on Wednesdays here. Uh, Thursdays, today's Libra Scorpio day, guys. Always. Thank you. All right, and just speaking of Virgos, our favorite sign, Ace of Swords. So, and I always know it's a beautiful Ace of Swords card with the dove there, emphasized so strongly. So, speaking your truth for peace is what that is. And in this position, in terms of love and relationship, it would be that uh, a very strong declaration that's said in love. You wouldn't think it would be "I love you." It would be more like a question. Do you love me? You know, Knight of Pentacles, challenging in the position. So in Earth energy, some long-term energy. This could be like the Knight of Pentacles. Normally, it's going to be the really determined energy that's grounded, sensible, Saturn energy, the energy that works, the energy that doesn't fail you, the energy that's all in, that's committed, that's strong. Um, but that's in reverse, you know. And you're left with a question. But this is crossing you, so that would indicate that maybe you should be all in, no? I would think. Um, let's see, because this is your advice from Spirit. Now there's the mirror, so this could be a person, Aries or Leo or Sagittarius person. This Queen of Wands, a more mature person. Someone might be particularly beautiful, particularly sexy. Uh, um, if you know them or something, it could be sexual associated with them. You think of them as being very hot or something, um, that kind of energy. But you have a question or something. Um, I think what this is indicating is like you might have gone into this kind of as an affair, or just kind of maybe didn't take it too seriously, or but it was so good. And there's a creeping in with this reverse Knight of Pentacles is the thought about like I wonder if there's anything real here with maybe this person, because with the advice here too, this is recognizing that passion in you, and I would just say like make sure it's okay in your mind maybe to be passionate, in a relationship. But maybe what's lacking here is a cup, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is kind of like the minor Queen of Pentacles. Um, the mirror is strong, so this is you, I think, leveling up here into a Nine of Pentacles. And I think the answer to this question is that this person you're dealing with, they're going to want uh, kind of a friends with benefits situation. Maybe not. I mean, it might probably be exclusive. They want like boyfriend, girlfriend. They kind of want to stay single. And I think that's where you're going to end up with the reverse Knight of Pentacles. It's like that's crossing you because I don't think that's what you really want. You were kind of thinking like maybe there's something with this person, and it's kind of what they're telling you. They're not really telling you, I think, important that there's nothing. No, they're saying there's something. They're a very solid person, so you can believe everything they say. What they're just saying is like they're comfortable kind of with the status quo, which appears to be more a casual boyfriend girlfriend type of thing than a traditional committed relationship, right? Virgo, so let me know what you think of that one. Libras, thank you. This is the 27th here of May. Doing your morning quickies on the beach. Sip of coffee here. Mm-hmm. Using the Gilded Tarot Royales for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs here. And let's see if we get a read. This is you in around relationships. Emotionally, feeling like you want to move away from something. It's a classic card of, leaving. Here, though, it could be you feeling like you want to leave some emotion behind. Just because you have this feeling doesn't mean you actually leave the relationship. Maybe there's something going on that you really don't want to deal with, So, you're going to want to go watch Netflix or talk to your friends or whatever you need to do emotionally to not deal with it. Trying to bring it down into that daily reading rather than necessarily mean, you're leaving home and hearth for the great beyond. Now, challenging is Seven of Pentacles. So, in the challenge position, this is you not being realistic, not looking at reality. Maybe part of looking at reality is dealing with whether or not you really need to walk away, or why are you having such strong feelings? The Eight of Cups is really strong feelings of probably being like unhappy, unfulfilled. It can turn into like a yearning for more. You're just not getting enough. And the Seven of Pentacles is about weighing your crops, the effort of your work, and in the reversal here, what's challenging? Clearly not enough. There's a feeling of not enough, and it's becoming emotional, of being not enough, not fulfilled, and wanting more, wanting to get away. Now this is your advice. Wow. Couple ways to go with this. We'll see with the next card, which will more reveal your person you're dealing with here, if there is one. But this well could be you. Your advice is to take this Eight of Cups energy and consider your resources and evolve, kind of channel the Queen of Cups for yourself here, Libra, which is emotional maturity, being emotionally self-contained, emotionally self-fulfilled, emotionally available, someone who's not afraid to be emotionally vulnerable. And also, it's interesting because typically when you walk away from this, you're going to be moving towards your Nine of Cups, but there's a moment of I think, real vulnerability here with the Eight of Cups. And so you would think as you move forward, this is where you can be not able to be vulnerable, but the Queen of Cups can be vulnerable. So it says too, like, move away from this and don't let it make you bitter. Don't let it get in your head, and channel this part and move away with your cup. You're moving on into the reading now with your cup as a queen, I mean, someone would be lucky to get you. And a Page of Cups. hmm So a younger water sign coming in, Libra, look for that. Be like a Cancer person or Scorpio person or Pisces person, probably. And in some way younger than you. Yeah, I think this is really about taking your cup on to someone else, somewhere else, because you didn't feel like you were getting enough, you know? And I think what you weren't getting enough of was emotion. And this new person, they're very emotional. That's how you think of them in some way. Think of them as like there's something emotional about them. Um, maybe you feel like they're really emotionally available. They're really there for you. That kind of feeling. So, feels very positive. Let me know. All right, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me. The Morning Quickies here, the 27th of May, if you can believe it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, whatever resonates for you, Scorpio. And this is going to be you in the around relationships, where you're at. Defending the castle, and that's that righteous defense of the castle. So really, it does imply usually that you're in the right. You're right. Whatever you're doing in the way of defense. It's often about boundaries with this card. I think taking actions around boundaries, Scorpio. You're doing the right thing. You're doing kind of what has to be done, um, and and with these wands, I mean, these can be friends, family, your lover. It's kind of implying there's multiple points where you're being, you don't want to feel like this energy in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's like, what's going on? Like the in-laws have an opinion and ain't good, and you're boyfriend, girlfriend saying you look fat in those pants dress, and you're so it's nothing you should be having to deal with in a healthy relationship. So you got the hanged man coming in as what's crossing you here, and so uh, it could be you're sitting in this energy for a while. Like maybe you've been dealing with this for a while, you know, and you're showing up now. This you're dealing with this so much; it's become so much a theme in your relationship here that's ongoing that you're just kind of used to it. Oh, I was thinking of the word habituation on the way over here today. It was the weirdest thing. I get a word a lot of times, habituation. And we become, and I was thinking like we become so habituated to things, and it's like they say you can almost put up with anything, give it enough time and get used to it. Um, so I think it's building in frustration until it's almost like the aura, which is this card, what it reads you, where you're at in terms of relationship. It's become about this issue of having to defend yourself, not feeling understood, not feeling accepted, not feeling appreciated, and sitting in that energy and not wanting to do anything about it. Now, your advice is to go, go, go. The Fool. It couldn't be any clearer. My God, to go from the hangman as your challenge and crossing and blocking to the Fool. It's like I get, have you ever seen them jump out of airplanes, and they're going, go, 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 and they're hitting them on the back and they're go, 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 and going down. That's the Fool. It's like, yeah, take yourself away from this energy. And with the Fool, and this is the advice, it's almost maybe saying, too, know that this is going to shock the fuck out of people. They're not going to expect this from you because they expect you just to hang there, to hang, and be there and whatever. Um, but you've had it, and you're just suddenly going to take the leap and go for it. It's going to shock the hell out of everyone, and everyone's going to probably say, not everyone, but the ones who don't, now there's your friends, God bless friends, right? But a lot of people around you, and probably you're a significant person here, they're going to be like, they're going to gaslight the shit out of you. You've lost your mind, You've lost your mind, Nah, I don't think so. Knight of Wands, fuck it and drive on. Just say fuck it and drive on, no matter what they say. Look at that volcano in the background. So this is a lot of strength, a lot of bravery. The Knight of Wands does not give a fuck. He just comes. Kamikaze is a Knight of Wands. And that's that energy. It's like you're just going to be going for it. So it's really nice because you're taking the Seven of Wands energy, which is all kind of, even if you're defending yourself and you're hitting them, it sucks energy, and you're just going around in circles and you're kind of hitting yourself. Whereas with this energy, now you're doing something. You're lighting up the world, lighting up your life. The volcanic eruption is going on. Take that as you may, but it's great sex and being sexually and passionately engaged, in a relationship. Scorpio, thank you guys. Sagittarius, my brothers and sisters. Let's see what we got. This is for the 27th of May. This is you, where you're at in and around relationships. Strong. Look at that. Love this card. He's bold. Look at the chest. That elk, huh? So, coming in very solid um, energy for a Sag. In terms of love and relationships, you're all in on some level with something. It could be something newly started. Um, there's a feeling of determination, sincerity. There's kind of like a sincerity to the universe. It's like, damn it, I mean it this time, God, or I mean it this time, Source. This is, I'm not kidding around here. And that elk does look pretty serious. Now, crossing you, this is kind of not good. So, crossing you is the magician here. And kind of reading it as the magician in reverse. So, I've said before about the magician in reverse. That is potentially all kind of trouble. So it could be now you're either fooling yourself. This would be really, I don't think so, because with Ace of Pentacles, that's so solid. So you're being solid. So somewhere around you in your environment, someone's not being solid, and they could be working against you. I mean, this could go if you believe that way. I really kind of don't. It's kind of, but someone doing psychic attacks, upon you, definitely doing narcissistic stuff to you, the gaslighting and all kind of things could come in here in terms of emotional manipulations. But they could be taking actions with wands against you. They could be actually investing money in some way, working against you. But also, coins is working against you in a very Coins is kind of the worst. Like they're really making an effort to work against you. Thoughts and swords could be just like they're on Facebook flaming you or something, whatever. And but wands are actions. They could be actually doing something, and Pentacles investing a lot into it. And then Cups are not good because they're putting a lot of emotion into this negative kind of stuff with you. I think this is an outside influence, guys here. And so your advice is judgment. And clearly the advice here, okay? Judgment is you were being called out to do you. You were being called out to, uh, this elk is going to go be all the elk it can be here. It's happy to be alive. And it's going to go out and it's kind of, yeah, it's not four legs. It's close enough to a horse or centaur to be a damn good metaphor for the Sag. And this is owning up to what it is you really want in life, and stepping up kind of to the plate and stepping into alignment with our soul's purpose here, guys. And let's see the outcome. The King of Cups. And I think this is like you leveling up emotionally to this King of Cups energy, which is emotionally being very mature and uh, being emotionally self-contained, available, not afraid to be uh, um, even vulnerable because you're the master of emotion. And you could be bringing in a water person that's also like this with the mirror here. King would actually be a good match for this Ace of Pentacles, I feel, energetically. You would bring in a king or a queen or something strong like that, emperor, empress. Um, so, look for a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's solid there for you, okay? Kind of showing up solid like you are, Sag. Thank you, guys. Capricorns, thanks for joining me. 27th of May, doing the morning quickies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus here. Whatever resonates, sip of coffee. Mm-hmm. Let's see where you're at. Four Cups. You're just not feeling it. Not feeling it with the Four Cups. This probably a particular relationship here speaking to. If you're little reading, daily reading, maybe this is just a momentary thing, the ebb and flow. Maybe it's sort of you saying to them, "No, I'm not really in the mood tonight." Kind of could be energy, trying to keep as small as possible. But then, of course, Chariot has to come in and bring in fate and the major arcanas and all the things and powers that are outside of our control. And now we have the Chariot reverse. So, because this is what's crossing you. With the Four Cups, this is not good. This is maybe feeling you've lost your way. You've lost interest in this relationship here, Capricorns, and at the same time, like lost your way emotionally. So maybe I think what might be going on is maybe a lot of you was tied up into this relationship. A lot of your identity, a lot of your focus, a lot of your emotional focus. And as you detach from the relationship and from your feelings of being connected, um, you're realizing that the Chariot's reverse. You don't really have direction in your life, and you're feeling or you're maybe just feeling a pull or a need to move into yourself and find this connection with our soul's the stream and flow of our soul's purpose here. I think the Chariot, and wow, this is your advice from Spirit. I think with the Three of Swords being the advice, it's clearly to accept the fact that it's over. Because, I mean, the universe doesn't want you to be hurt. but in this case, maybe the reverse chariot, by the only way for you to move on into the stream and flow of your life's purpose, which is very important here, uh, is to accept that it's over here, and it somehow releases you into that. And yes, with the lovers. And then once you're released into the flow and the stream of your own purpose and destiny, you get a choice. I don't know if it's a choice between two people, but it could be like this. It's like you get, wow, really? He's, I think, agreeing. Um, you get finally to make a choice, because I think what happens is you become you. You find out what you do really what you really value. You do step into the stream by releasing this relationship energy that you're in now, and it opens you up. You could go back to this relationship now with a clear head and with a sense of self-worth and a sense of direction and a sense of purpose in yourself, and make a real choice to be with them or none. It's like you clearly are going to be the one with the choices, Capricorn, and kind of the power in the end, no matter how it looks now. Thank you, guys. Aquarius, thanks for joining me. 27th of May. That's the Morning Quickies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs here, Aquarius, in special on the beach edition. Here we are. This is you showing up with the King of Swords. Your energy and around relationship, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. So this could be an Aquarius, King of Swords, and definitely one then that is standing in your own power, feeling confident. I mean, he's a very confident, grounded, down to earth, no nonsense King of Swords. So that's you, grounded, no nonsense, nuts and bolts, down to earth, um, channeling that part of yourself here, guys. And this is what's crossing you. Wow, and you're now. It's not exactly with the Tower reversed here, but it is what's crossing you. Um, so you could be just having to deal with a Tower moment right now. It kind of implies you're in it. And this might be why the King of Swords is out. It's like you're challenging your inner warrior, that part of yourself that can take care of business, that when need be, you can channel in reaction to this Tower moment, which can be just simply change, particularly in a daily reading here. Something changing and throwing you off balance, and making you have to kind of get on your toes and be your best and strongest self. Now, your advice here, okay, this is advice from Spirit. Someone else brought this Tower down with their lying, cheating, stealing. Let's just go with that, with the Seven of Swords here, and that's what's got you on your haunches, with being your stronger, more assertive self, and they brought down the Tower with this, and I get the feeling they're not even particularly regretful about it. Um, let's see, and you're trying to stand in your own power here, showing up as the King of Swords. But look, Two of Swords, you really don't know what to do. This might be pretty fresh, guys. I'm sorry. So I've been there. So really, I remember like when this happened to me the last time. uh, it would be really great to be able to take a time out and before you really do anything. But when this is going down, it's like really, for me anyway, it's kind of hard. You might be able to do it because it's that King of Swords. Maybe that's really advice here, is to really get hard and get clear, and look at this mind over heart big time. Go mind over heart, and look at it like very directly, very kind of selfishly, uh, just realistically, like just rip off all the layers. And this is going to be you probably going back now over time and going, oh yeah, now I see back then, and that kind of thing. It probably just has to be done. It's a process. Move through this stuff, guys. Aquarius, sorry. Yeah, Pisces, here we are. This is for 27th of May. We're doing your morning quickie here on the beach edition. This is in the name of love and light, so it serves the greatest good. We're asking Spirit here to give us some advice in love and romance. Simple as that. This is you showing up as a strength card. Pisces, when I see strength, I often see it like as a blessing in this position, especially. Um, and you might be going through some kind of transit in your natal chart to your natal positions that's emphasizing your AC or your Venus, and maybe a Venus return or something. And you're feeling especially beautiful and sort of outgoing. People are telling you like you look attractive. You might, sometimes there's these times we just are more attractive, but feeling it, feeling beautiful, and maybe feeling strong, just physically strong. Um, Challenging you is the Page of Wands. You're looking away from the reading, and the Page of Wands is looking at you. I see this as a younger person that's possibly not out of your league. It's just like it could be a situation where you're a little bit older, and they're just attracted to you sexually, and you're kind of like looking away, like I'm not playing games, child. It could be that kind of energy. The Four of Pentacles. And your advice is to withdraw your energy from this. I think this is kind of important. I think this is exactly it. Whoever this fire sign is, will be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, probably a little bit younger. Uh, Kind of aggressive in some way, or they want to pursue. Might be more Aries energy, pursue you. Um, this Four of Pentacles is telling you really withdraw your energy. Like I remember telling people with these people sometimes that can be dangerous, kind of predatory. If you just simply completely withdraw all of your interest, all of your energy, block, 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 and um, they will move on, and basically they will bother someone else. And just say bother, and you don't want them bothering you, and it's not there's not a lot else you can do with them. Just deflect them. But Four of Pentacles, I take that almost as a warning. And the outcome here with the Strength card and then your outcome being the Star is that you have a lot of hope. So this is like a little thing. It's like a little bit of a speed bump here. Um, and right now, I get the feeling you might be seeing this as kind of a big deal. Because I don't know, it could be scary even. But the outcome here is most encouraging, Pisces. It's most encouraging with the Star. In fact, it's like a speed bump, and you're going to get your hopes and dreams and wishes in the end. So it's fantastic. Thank you guys. Joining me, give me a like. I appreciate it. 27th of May. Oh my God, almost June. We're putting up June readings this week now. Get yours later in the week. Your readings are always on Saturday with Aquarius and Pisces. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Mm-mm-mm.